Welcome to our soulful yoga practice that is meant to bring you back into balance and peace. Please find a comfortable seated position, maybe using your block. We're starting in an easy seated pose. Place your hands on your knees, close your eyes. And as you are inhaling, make sure that your back is straight and upright. As you are breathing in and breathing out through your nose, try to be aware of your presence. Try to be aware of how you're feeling today, mentally, physically, energetically. Maybe there are any disturbances right now in your mind. And maybe you can let go of them just for now, just for this practice. Use your next inhale to extend your arms wide and bring them above your head. Elongate your spine once more and slowly place your palms in front of you and then on the mat. Start moving into the child pose. Maybe remove your block if you were using it, or just connect your toes, bring your knees wider than your mat, and slowly fold and place your hands in front of you. We're in this beautiful child pose. Use your inhalations to create space and exhalations to encourage softness and ease. As you're breathing in, you're feeling how your ribs and your belly expand. And as you're breathing out, allow them to fully contract and get smaller. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back towards yourself, and as you are inhaling, raise your right arm and send it all the way back behind you. Place it on the mat and repeat the circular movement on the left side. You're inhaling, sending your gaze with it, exhaling, putting it back on the mat. Inhaling the left arm, circling it all the way behind you and placing it back on the mat. Repeat the same movement on each side one more time. And now you can find your way into a simple seated pose with your right leg being outstretched on the mat. You're bending and bringing your left knee towards your chest. Try to sit straight in this position. On your next exhale, open your knee externally and raise your arms to your shoulder level. Keep your back straight in this position. Inhale, and on the next exhale, rotate your torso towards the left side. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale, and on the exhale, come into a full twist. Your left arm is on the mat behind you. Your right arm presses against your left knee, assisting you into this full twist. On your next inhale, we start to move into the Rockstar Pose. Let the left hand stay behind you. Inhale as you're pushing hips towards the sky and bringing your right arm alongside your ear. The right leg should be placed on the mat firmly and try to keep it straight. On your next exhale, bring your bum back to the mat and just for a second rotate your torso to the right side as you're coming into this counter stretch. On your next inhale, bring yourself to the middle, extend your arms above your head, elongate your spine, and as you're exhaling, fold forward. Keep your hands at the most convenient spot for you, maybe on your shin, maybe you can take a bind. And it's absolutely fine to keep your knee bent here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, raise your arms up, elongate your spine one more time, and then just switch over your legs. The left leg extends in front, and you're bending the right knee and keeping it close to your chest. Sit upright with your back straight. Keep the thigh and belly connection. Now open your right hip externally and raise your arms to the sides of your shoulder level. Inhale here, and on the exhale, twist to the right side. Good breath in here, and as you're breathing out, complete the full twist as your right hand goes on the mat and your left hand comes to your right knee, assisting you with this twist. If possible, look behind your right shoulder. Use your breath to go deeper into the twist while exhaling. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, let's start shifting into the Rockstar Pose. Lift your hips off the mat, reach through your left toes. Your left arm goes up along the ear, and keep your tailbone tucked and glutes engaged. Feel long and stretchy in this pose. One more inhale, and as you're exhaling, bring your bum back to the mat. And as you're exhaling, rotate your torso to the left side for this mini counter stretch. Breathe normally here. And on your next inhale, bring your arms above your head, extend your back, and start folding forward into this one-legged forward fold. One more time, you can slightly bend your left knee and try to make sure that you're bending from your hips and not from your lower back. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, raise yourself up. Outstretch your right leg onto the mat. Inhale one more time, elongate your spine. And as you exhale, come into the forward fold. Maybe grab your feet with your hands. Try to keep your back straight and nice here. Inhale and exhale. Full forward fold. Deepen your breath and bring it deeper into your belly. Inhale and exhale. Slowly inhale, raise your torso up and spin your legs around and come into the tabletop position. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders and hips above the knees. Let's do some cat and cow stretch. Inhale, lift your chest up, drop your belly, gaze up, and as you're exhaling, round your back, tuck your tailbone as your chin pulls down to the chest. Good. Once again, breathing in, looking up, and breathing out, moving into the cat. And then one more, just like that, as you're inhaling, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and exhaling as you're pushing the floor away from you. Now come slowly into the neutral tabletop position. On your next inhale, extend your right leg behind you. Bend your knee, your toes are pointing up, and we're moving into this one-legged cat-cow. As you're inhaling, you're looking up, your toes and the top of your head, they're trying to meet. And as you're exhaling, you're rounding your back and you're bringing your nose to your knee. Inhale, raise your head and your leg. Exhale, draw them back down. After your final exhalation, extend your right leg behind you. Inhale as your left arm reaches forward. Keep your gaze down and try to distribute your weight equally. Take one more breath in and then bend your back leg and see if your left hand can find and grab the right foot as we're fulfilling the tiger pose here. Keep breathing deeply in and out in this balancing position. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, release the foot and your hand. Place the left hand on your mat as you're moving and sweeping the right leg to the side of your body, making sure that your foot is aligned with your left knee. As you're breathing in, your right arm goes to the sky and you're twisting your chest and gazing up towards it. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale, and on your exhale, place the top hand back to the floor and walk back with your hands, making sure that you're bringing your torso above the hips. Inhale, extend the arms to your shoulder level. Your next exhale, start moving your left hand towards the floor. Lift your right leg up and keep hovering it above the floor. On your next inhale, bend your back leg and grab your foot with your right arm as we're coming into the kneeling half bow. Try to breathe deeply here as you are inhaling and exhaling. You're feeling the pressure of your foot against your hand. One more inhale, and as you're exhaling, come into a seated Vajrasana pose. Inhale, raise your arms above your head, and as you're exhaling, bend forward and come into a child pose. Keep your arms extended on the mat. Take an inhale, and as you're exhaling, come into a neutral tabletop position. One more time, look up, we're coming into a cow. Exhale, arch your back, look down, exhale fully. Inhale, look towards the sky, drop your belly. Exhale, look under your belly. One more inhale in, and on your exhale, neutral tabletop, extend your left leg behind you, bend your knee, point your toes, and we're in a one-legged cat and cow. Moving your left leg up with an inhale, and while exhaling, keep drawing your knee to nose. Once again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down, arch your back. Keep going, inhaling and exhaling. And on the last time, extend the left leg towards the back. Reach your right arm forward, keep the gaze down on the floor while pushing into the left hand and fingers. Be stable here. Take a breath in and then bend your back leg. Sweep the right hand behind so it will be possible for you to grab your left foot as you're coming into the tiger pose. Gaze down onto the mat. Keep inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, place the right hand back on the mat. Sweep your left leg to the side. Make sure it is aligned with your right knee. And on your next inhalation, lift your left arm that is going into a twist towards the sky. And you're gazing up towards it as well. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. On your exhale, place your hand back and start walking back with your hands while bringing your torso above the hips. Inhale, extend your arms to the shoulder level. Keep them long and straight. Inhale, and as you're exhaling, place your right hand onto the floor in line with the right knee. Hover up the left leg from the floor and keep it long and straight. Slowly start moving into a half bow pose. You're bending your left knee and grabbing the outside of the foot with your hand. Gently push your hips and chest forward as you look up towards the sky. Keep breathing and pushing your foot into the hand. Inhaling and exhaling. Start bringing your left leg down to the floor. Come into a seated kneeling position. As you're inhaling, sweep your arms above your head. Inhale, and as you're exhaling, belly to thigh, relax in this child pose. Close your eyes, inhale and exhale. start moving your body forward, keeping your spine arched until you appear in a modified upward facing dog while you're keeping your knees on the floor. Look up, your hands are strongly pushing against the floor, and you're moving into a downward facing dog slowly. You're more than welcome to keep your knees fully bent here while you're lengthening your spine from head to your tailbone. On your inhale, shift your body into the plank, drop your hips, look up as we appear in this hammock pose. Exhale, come into the downward facing dog. And on your next inhalation, step forward. Inhale, halfway up, looking down, exhaling, fully coming into this forward fold. As you're inhaling, swing your arms up. Raise and stretch both arms. Exhale, bring your palms to your chest into the prayer pose. We're moving into Tadasana. Inhale, raise your arms over the head. Interlock your fingers and raise yourself. Be on your tippy toes. Stretch your whole body from top to bottom. Gaze in front of you and try to balance here. Lower your heels while breathing out and bringing your hands down into the forward fold. Inhale, move halfway up. Exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent if necessary. Inhale, shift into hammock. Drop your hips down, your toes are tucked. But keep your glutes engaged as well. Inhale and exhale, move into downward facing dog. On your inhale, place your knees on the mat. Release your toes, bend into your elbows and place the chest on the mat. Keep your hands on the sides of your rib cage. Your next inhale takes you up into a mini cobra. Use your back muscles. Exhale, release and look down. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down towards your mat. And on the final time, inhale, lift yourself from the mat and shift back into a child pose with the hands extended in front of you. One more time. On your next inhale, start moving your body by arching your back like in a moving cat pose. The head comes last, look up, tuck your toes, exhale, and shift yourself into a downward facing dog. Keep your legs straight or bent. Inhale, move into the hammock. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, shift yourself one more time into the downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward to the front of your mat. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale into the full forward fold. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. Avoid any tension in your neck and shoulders. Exhale, lower your arms down. Now you can adjust yourself if necessary since we're moving into a balancing tree pose. Bend your left leg. Place the sole of the foot on the inside of your right thigh, or you might be placing it lower. When you're feeling balanced, you can place your hands into the prayer position in front of the chest. Focus your gaze on a fixed point in front. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release the foot and the hand. Inhale, lift your arms, elongate your whole body. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway on your inhale. And as you exhale, come into the downward facing dog. On your inhale, moving into the high plank. And as you're exhaling, shifting back into the downward facing dog. One more inhale, shift yourself into the plank and start lowering your knees, chest and chin to the floor. Untuck your toes and slide your chest forward into a mini cobra. From your cobra, start shifting back into the child pose, keeping your hands in front of you on the mat. From here, start arching your back and shifting it forward in your moving cat. Your head comes last. Inhale, look up. And as you're exhaling, you're moving into the downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look in front of you and step forward. Exhale, and on your next inhale, halfway up, belly is in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise your arms above your head. And as you're exhaling, bring your hands into the prayer pose. Let's repeat the tree pose on the other side. Shift your weight to the left leg, bend your right leg and place the sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh. Your hands come into the prayer pose. Look in front of you, keep your breath steady, and enjoy the balance. And of course, do not be harsh with yourself if you're losing your balance today. Inhale and exhale. Release your leg. Place it on the mat. With your next inhale, swing your arms up, look up, and bend forward as you're exhaling. Bring your feet a little bit wider and place your hands under your feet. And just try to fully relax. Keep your torso and thighs connected. Imagine your body has no bones and no muscles. Fully giving into this position. Keep inhaling and exhaling. On your next exhale, slowly remove your hands from under the feet. Come into a halfway as you're breathing in, and then heel-toe your feet to be about as wide as your mat, so you can safely squat down into the Malasana. You can sit on a block if it feels comfortable right now, and just concentrate on the feeling of bringing your knees wider with the help of your elbows. Inhale and exhale. Now start placing your hands behind you and slowly find a way so you can appear laying down on your back with your legs outstretched. On your next inhale, if it feels nice and necessary, bring your arms above your head, elongate your whole body from fingers to toes, and as you're exhaling, bring both of your legs towards your chest. Maybe a soft little rock from left to right might feel nice right now. And from this position, on your next inhale, stretch out your arms to your sides, and as you're exhaling, twist your legs to the right side. Try to just come back to normal breathing, completing full inhalations and exhalations. On your next inhale, bring both of your knees back over the hips. Just stay here for a second, allowing your spine to realign. And as you're exhaling, bring the legs into the twist on your left side. Encourage softness and relaxation. Notice how your deep inhalations and exhalations helping you to complete the twist even more. Slowly roll the legs back to your chest as you're inhaling, and as you will be exhaling, bring your forehead to your knees, keeping your hands on the shins. Or maybe you can even crisscross your hands by grabbing the left foot with the right hand and the right foot with the left hand. Have a feeling of squeezing into a ball, being as small as possible. And on your next inhale, start straightening your legs above your head. Head to the floor and roll your hips up away from the floor. Remember to keep your thigh and belly connection, and it's absolutely fine if you're not reaching with your toes to the floor. Gradually start coming out of the pose by lowering each vertebra of the spine to the floor, so the legs appear in a vertical position. Help yourself with your abdominal muscles. And now finally find yourself in this final position, in Shavasana. Adjust yourself in order to feel comfortable laying flat on your back. Make sure the head and spine are in a straight line and your head does not fall to one or the other side. Close your eyes and relax the whole body and stop all the physical and mental movement. Slowly start to bring movement back into your body. Or maybe you would like to continue your Shavasana, so please just hit pause. Otherwise, you can roll to one of your sides, stay there for a second, and slowly find your way into a comfortable seated position. Take a breath in, circle your arms back to the sky, and on your breath out, bow down, thanking yourself for putting energy and time into this practice. Thank you, namaste, and I hope to see you soon.